you just don't have.
Welcome. Brought to you by Quantum VFX, making the impossible possible.
Oh, why are you so extra Kombat?
Kombat AllStar, and
this is the one and only cool and only random girl.
And today we got a lot to talk
Do
about.
it again, Kombat. All right.
Want to give a special shout out to the whole Best family, Karen, Phillip, and Connor.
Yes, sir. Shout outs to Karen. I hear you're an awesome woman.
Yeah.
We're gonna hang out.
And I will return the movie after I'm done watching, I promise you. So, going to get into what we're going to be talking about today. So, in gaming, going to be talking about the MK pack. The Mortal Kombat or NetherRealm Studios just announced the new Mortal Kombat pack that they're going to be releasing first quarter next year. So we kind of want to speculate, talk about who it could be.
Congratulate.
So everyone's happy. Everybody's happy about that.
Yeah.
Want to go ahead and take it old school. We're going to talk about XMen 92. Not the TV series, but the comic that's based off the TV series that just did.
Okay.
So Marvel released, X-Men. It's called X-Men 92. It has a Jubilee on the cover, and it's
with a
basically
raincoat?
in a raincoat and the Bret Hart glasses. So we're gonna be talking about that series in comic books. We're also gonna be talking about Goosebumps.
Goosebumps.
I feel like no one's talking about this. No one knows about this.
Yeah. Just a few.
So Halloween, the movie Goosebumps comes out. It looks awesome. We're gonna talk about it.
Jack Black's in it. Oh,
Yeah.
not too much. We ain't gonna
Not too much. Not too much.
Okay.
And then in wrestling, we're gonna talk about the future of WWE and how it is right now. And I'm gonna save that for the wrestling part because we're gonna get into that.
Save it for the best.
Save it. Oh, special shout out to DJ. I got him addicted to Mad Max, so yeah, that game is awesome. Dude, I'm way too addicted to that game.
Mad Max is freaking awesome. It's beyond awesome. It's wordless. It's speechless.
You guys, if you haven't watched it already, go and watch the Atomic Cast. I talk all about it. I
Go
read
watch
about it, and it's awesome.
It's epic.
I show footage and everything. So
#epic.
and without further ado,
Let's go.
let's get into it.
All right.
Let's talk comic books.
Comic books. Random girl said it was a boring card.
No, I didn't.
But it's not.
No.
It's not. So we're going to talk about X-Men 1992.
92.
Okay, so the comic is actually
I
called...
feel old, Kombat.
I do too.
Oh.
But the comic is actually called X-Men 92.
Okay.
And if you guys don't know, it's based off of the 1992 TV series X-Men, as you can see in the Combat Tron.
What is Professor X? He goes, oh! Anyway.
Yeah, he goes, oh!
I just had to
But
be
that
sure.
series was epic and awesome, and it brings me back. I picked up the first issue a couple weeks ago just because I was interested.
Right,
it looked pretty
right.
cool, and I finally read it last night.
Yeah.
And it was pretty awesome.
Okay.
It was very much. I mean, even like Storm, winds from the south coming.
Wait, did they put that in the comic?
Yes.
When she was dramatic like
Yes.
that?
It is just like the TV
Oh, that's
show.
amazing.
So I mean, it's panel. It's awesome. It's panel for panel, just like the TV
Oh,
show.
that's amazing.
No, and I like about it is they're new stories.
Okay.
So it's not like
So it's not like the old school
no,
stories
they're not retelling the cartoon or the animated series. It's a brand new story
That's
and
amazing.
everything. It's just
Oh
using
my
the same.
gosh.
So you still got. I love Jubilee, and it sucks she with the Excalibur and went on to other things in the comics.
Yeah.
So it's cool to see her back with the original X-Men.
Yeah.
What I consider the original X-Men, what everyone knows as the original X-Men.
Yeah.
I mean, these are the X-Men that have the movies. You know, the X-Men now. White Queen, Cyclops, Hope. They're a totally different cast.
Oh, they're like newer people.
Yeah, they're like, Cyclops is disgruntled, he's angry. It's Professor X wants nothing to do with the X-Men. It is totally different.
Oh.
So
it's good to have that old school feel to how it originally started.
And people who don't read comics think that the X-Men that they see on TV now
is the
current X-Men. But
so
no.
it's good to know that you can educate them. Like, no, this is the official one.
Yeah.
School them.
Yep. Jean Grey didn't die.
Take
You know what I
her to
mean?
school.
Beast is still there. Professor X is still leading the team. You still have hope. I mean, it is awesome. Not just for nostalgia, because nostalgia is the reason why I picked up the comic, because it just looks nostalgic.
Yeah.
But the fact that it was just, I feel like it's my X-Men, you know, when I was little, I was way into Marvel. As I became an adult, I became very into DC, and it kind of takes me back to my childhood to see that, and I love it because the story is told in an adult way, because comic books it's an adult medium. I don't care what nobody says out there.
Oh yeah,
comic books are an adult medium, and it's good to know that they're telling an old school story, an old school. Taking the old X-Men, the original X-Men, and telling an adult story. It's like they knew that people my age watched it as a kid, and they're telling an adult story for those same fans. You know what I mean? They're catering to the same fans, not trying to get new fans and get kids.
But you know what I also like? I also like that they kept it old school and they kept it, the way it was in the 92 version. But then they also introduced new stories, so you get that feel. But the stories are brand new, so I love that.
And it's very cool. And I know. You guys who are in the comics, you already know DC did it first. They did Batman 66, which is Adam West's Batman made into a comic, which is awesome.
Yeah. When they said "Pam,"
right? Exactly. You could read the pain.
You can read the pain.
And then they had Wonder Woman 77, which is Linda Carter's. Linda Carter's Wonder Woman from the TV show. They made that into a comic book.
Right.
And then those were very successful. So I'm thinking that Marvel took a page out of DC and they came up with X-Men 92.
Probably so.
Which is nothing wrong with that.
Nothing wrong with that.
It's a great idea. So
yeah.
I mean, have you guys read those comics? Let me know. I mean,
or just pick it up. If you haven't.
I think they're about 5 issues in. They're only $2. Right. Marvel's a little on the expensive end.
I feel like you could just snatch them all up.
Yeah. So together. Why not? I mean, go ahead and pick it up. Tell me what you like. Tell me what you think about it. If you were around during those times, tell me what your favorite X-Men episode was.
If you're around during those times, you are freaking awesome. I like you already.
Tell us.
Random Girl loves you.
Even if you weren't and you watched that, tell me what your favorite episode was of the 92 X-Men, and tell me who your favorite X-Men was. I mean, I like Morph. Yeah. I mean, Mr. Sinister was notorious in it. I can go on for days. Anyway.
Well, can I just say something?
Go ahead. Say something. What's that?
I like that big guy. He was like the Blob. What was he? The
Blob?
The Blob.
Yeah, or Juggernaut.
I liked him.
Okay.
On the animated series.
Yeah, she liked the Blob.
Yeah.
So that was her favorite. My favorite was more of hers was the Blob. Who was your favorite character?
Yeah, it wasn't the Juggernaut.
I know. It's the Blob. Yeah. Gambit was pretty cool too. Yeah. I really had a really good appreciation for Gambit because of that series.
Because he was like, I'll run into anything.
And
I thought he was awesome, and I remember that.
Yeah, it's awesome. Anyway, tell us what your favorite character is, what your favorite what your favorite episode of that TV show was, if you ever watched it, and if you picked up the comic, let us know what you think about it.
Tell me if you like Professor X and the way he went, whenever he was in pain, the same exact way. I got a kick out of it. All right, we're done.
Let's talk wrestling.
You think I'm cute? You know I'm sexy. I got the looks that drive the girls. Why I got the moves that really grooves. I keep them something.
In wrestling, we're going to be talking about.
All right.
We're going to be talking about NXT and the future of WWE.
NXT.
Now we was talking about it earlier, and it's just NXT is amazing. It's amazing. It's awesome, and it's a stark contrast between Raw and SmackDown. And everyone knows that the buck stops here with Vince McMahon. He gives a green light on anything that goes on TV. So the poor, I don't even know what to call it, the suckiness of SmackDown and Raw is directly related to Vince. And Triple H has total control over NXT, and it's awesome. So it's like, when are the reigns going to change? When is Triple H going to be able to take over Raw and SmackDown? And it looks like, I don't know, I feel like the future is going to be awesome. I feel like it's going to be amazing. You're going to have all these young people. They're going to be getting up there, and they're going to be doing it. And the veterans are going to be like...
Did you see what was it? The last NXT show in Brooklyn? Wasn't it amazing?
It was awesome.
Did you see the way Triple H first came out in the ring?
You're talking about TakeOver. Yeah.
TakeOver.
Yeah. We talked about that last show.
No.
It was awesome.
It was after TakeOver.
Oh yeah, but that was clips from TakeOver that they were showing.
So the matches and things that just happened.
Oh yeah. If you guys haven't been watching NXT, NXT is amazing. We watched the one right after the NXT TakeOver. We watched the one right after that one, and it was awesome. And it's like, I feel like, they were still in Brooklyn at the Barclays Center, and it was a huge arena because usually they have little small arenas, and it was a huge arena. And the excitement, Enzo Amore came out, the crowd was just popping. Big Cass got his confidence. It was awesome.
Big Cass
Oh
killed it.
man, they were just.
I love me some Big Cass. Big Cass is amazing, and I think he's gonna like own the belt. Me and Kombat were getting into it, and he was like, he believes that they should say Enzo Amore and Big Cass should stay a tag team. But I personally feel like Big Cass is strong enough on his own, and once he gets that confidence, he will get that belt. Big Cass is awesome.
Well, like, I mean, back in my day, we had tag teams start and retire as a tag team.
Yeah.
So you had, like, Legion of Doom. You had the Killer Bees. You had, I mean, the list goes on and on. Even Dudley Boys, who recently came back. They started as a tag team. They retired as a tag team. And, like, I feel like they're such a strong tag team that I don't want to break them up. And, you know,
yeah, and I understand what you mean. And then we were also saying this. It's like, but, you know, sometimes it happens in tag teams where one is just going to outshine the other, and I feel like that's what's happening right now. Even with Shawn Michaels and his guy, they had to break up in order for Shawn Michaels to shine. And this is how I feel is happening.
But
Big Cass
that's the
and
thing.
Amore.
Like, and for me, I think Big Cass and Amore, they work so well off of each other. I think if you take one away from the other, it's not going to be the same. And I feel like they balance each other out. You have the very stern, Big Cass going in there killing people, and then you got the little, you know, hyper ant Enzo Amore.
Yeah, that's a good point.
And it's like, I feel like if you take that away, you know, Enzo Amore is going to be awesome, but like without Big Cass, it's like, and if you take away
that dynamic,
yeah, exactly.
Well,
so and it works so well. I mean, you've never seen a tag team, a 7-foot guy and a little 5-foot hyper dude. It's like, you know, you ever see that?
Even how we threw, you saw how we threw Enzo Amore out to the people.
Yeah, you remember that was it Looney Tunes, or it was a cartoon like there was like the big dog and then the little hyper dog was like,
the Barker, yeah.
So I feel like they're like that. It's like if you take one away from the other, you know, it's not.
And that's true, but I still feel like I need my Big Cass to separate.
But Titus O'Neil's already you already want him to be champ. So
why you have to bring him up?
Because not everybody can be champ, man.
I don't want everybody to be champ. Anyway, but sometimes this is what I believe.
Okay,
you have some tag teams that just should stay tag teams because they do well off each other and maybe they're not strong enough to separate. And there's some people that are tag teams and they start off good as tag teams, but then that other person just outshines them, and that's when it's time to separate. And that's how I feel.
Yeah, but sometimes you break up a good tag team. We'll take the Hart Foundation, for example. The Hart Foundation was a phenomenal tag team. I'm talking about the original Hart Foundation.
I don't know really much about them because I'm like a newer...
Well, I would enlighten you. So basically, Jim the Anvil Neidhart and Bret Hart, they were the original Hart Foundation, and they rocked it. I mean, in the beginning, even Bret Hart was saying that Jim basically carried the promos. He was good in the ring. They balanced each other out. And then Bret Hart felt like in the time in his career, he could just break away. Now, mind you, I was watching during those times, and I personally don't think Bret Hart was ready. But, you know, you can't be ready for ready. You kind of got to go out there and get it done. So he broke away from himself. And,
yeah, that's mini combat.
Yeah, he's in there.
That's okay.
But he broke away from it, and he went out there and he did his thing.
Yeah.
So he broke away, he did his thing, and then eventually he got that momentum and everything. But it wasn't like he was like The Rock and the Nation of Domination. That man was a big star. In that group, it didn't fit. He had to go. But you know.
Yeah, but he was already The Rock, wasn't he? Before all that happened.
No, he wasn't. He was Rocky Maivia. He went to Nation of Domination because he needed help.
Okay.
And then
so that's a stable. I feel like we're kind of getting away.
No, we're not getting away. So I'm gonna tie back up, I promise.
Okay.
So he actually was in that group. He became a really big star in that group because of the stuff he was doing. He outshined everybody. He needed to go. Bret Hart, he didn't outshine anybody. He could have stayed there. They could have been a great tag team. And with Enzo Amore and Big Cass, I feel like it's the same thing. They one's not go without the other. I feel like if they broke away, they would have success. But as far as right now, I just feel like they need to be a tag team, man.
Okay, well, you know, I thank you for that assessment.
I'm sorry, my explanation was a little too long.
I'm still not gonna agree with it, but yeah, it was very nice. It was cool though, but Big Cass for the win. I'll just say that.
Anyway, the future of WWE seems very bright, and I can't wait to. I wish I could jump into a DeLorean and fast forward 50 years and see maybe not 50, maybe 20 years or maybe 15 years. Then I can see Charlotte at the top of the division or
But what if I have a question? What if you had the DeLorean and then you went all the way to 2500, like how they did in the movie?
Everybody I know be dead. I'm talking about watching.
But I'm just saying, what if it glitched like in the movie, and then you would go all the way to the future?
What are you talking about, glitches? We're talking about. I just want to see wrestling in the next 15 years in my current state of mind, so I can see the future of the WWE. And I think in about 10, 15 years, it's going to be a totally different place.
Yeah.
And I mean, and CM Punk even said that he doesn't think it's going to get better until after Vince is dead, because he has like an iron grip. He does not want to let go. He loves his company. You know, bless his heart. But you know, you got to step down. You're out of touch.
Well, I'm just thankful for NXT. I think Stephanie McMahon and Triple H are a powerful team, and they're killing it.
They're killing it. I mean, there's no doubt about it.
Awesome story. What is that guy? Fit Bull? He's amazing.
Bull Fit,
dude. Like everything, the whole thing that they do around that, the comic book scenes and all that. If you watch it, like NXT is amazing.
It's amazing.
They're on point.
And like that goes the bigger question. What do you guys think about NXT? If you guys haven't watched it, I don't know what the heck you're doing, but you need to watch NXT. It's amazing. And I know there's other people that don't, agree with us or have different opinions. If you guys think that Raw SmackDown is better than NXT, I want to know why. Because I know there's some people that watch it for the show, not for the wrestling, and I'm interested to talk to you guys and see kind of different points of views. So do you like NXT? Do you hate it? How do you think it stacks up against Raw and SmackDown? Comment and let us know!
Oh, that was extra combat. We ain't need all that. Okay.
Let's talk video games.
Game time, fools!
Gaming!
In gaming, we're going to talk about
Gaming.
So we're going to talk about Mortal Kombat.
Mortal Kombat.
Now they just released, or they just announced that they're going to be releasing a new combat pack in the first quarter of next year. Now if you guys didn't know or been sleeping under a rock, people have been wanting this for a long time. The game launched and there was a lot of unplayable characters.
Right.
So you had Bo Raicho, unplayable in the game. You had Fujin, who was in the game, also unplayable.
All the people that were in the story?
Yeah, exactly, the story people. So, I mean, even Rain looked amazing and you can't play with him.
Right.
So, then these guys are awesome for fan service. They said when they, got the game out that they weren't going to do any DLC. This was it. Mm-hmm. And then all of a sudden, they announced it like, bam, fan service.
I think Ed Boon likes to do that. He likes to surprise people.
He's a total troll. But he
Ed Boon's awesome.
Fan service, man. Why can't more companies do this? If I'm like, don't give me DLC unless I want it. And when I want it, give me what I want. Now the characters have not been announced in this pack. We don't know who's coming. But I can almost guarantee it's going to be every character that people have been screaming about. I mean, they did have a Tremor petition, and that worked, and it turned out well for the fans.
Oh, wait, so there's a petition, and that's what started it? That's what made them create Tremor?
Uh-huh.
I didn't know that.
Because, unlike
you didn't tell me that, Combat.
Unlike other companies, they don't, they don't work on DLC before the game finish it, and then charge it. They work on it after the game is released, which is like what you're supposed to do.
Yeah.
So, that's why they were able to put Tremor in the Combat Pack. The latest one, and the petition, there was a large outcry. Even Ed Boon tweeted about it. Oh, you guys really want Tremor. So it was cool. So I feel like they're doing it again. It's awesome. It's awesome to see that a developer cares and that a publisher cares. I'm not sure how much WB cares, but it's cool that they're letting the developers do what they need to do and get that fan service going. Exactly. And I can't wait. Oh, that was in stereo. I can't wait.
Wait, what did you say?
That was in stereo. It's an old term. It's an old term.
Combat's old.
I am not old, man.
I don't know.
I am only 23.
You are not. You're more like 53.
You know what?
He's 53.
I know. You know what?
With a body of a young face, but he's old. What did he just say to me? What did you just say?
Hey, get back to the show.
All right, continue.
All right.
Okay.
So the Combat Pack's coming out. It's going to be awesome. We don't have a name for it yet. I can't wait to see what characters they're going to put in the pack. I know they listen to a lot of feedback. Ed Boon has his ear to the street, ear to the ground. Well, metaphorically speaking. So, he's always talking to people on Twitter. He's always watching. John Tobias, Carlos Pacina, the whole team is always on Twitter, always listening, getting feedback, and they're great about that stuff.
Right.
Kudos to those guys again. I can't wait to see what... Can't wait to see what they're cooking up. They're cooking up in the big cauldron. I can't wait to see what's going on.
With the big old bowl, we got the big old wooden spoon.
Put a spin on you.
Oh, and it's the witches.
So strong. So I can't wait to see what is going on, what characters they're going to put in there. And let's speculate, guys. Who do you think is going to be in the Combat Pack?
There was an outcry, not an outcry, there was like a conversation stuff going on Twitter, and a lot of people were saying they want Smoke, and I agree.
Really?
Also, Smoke and Cyrax, and Cyrax is my guy. I even tweeted it, I got like a bunch of faves. Cyrax is my guy. We'll see.
Well, there you have it. Random girl keeps her ear to the street too. Cyrax. I've been hearing a lot of Fujin.
More like the sidewalk.
Who do you guys think? Who do you guys think is going to be in the game? Comment below as always. Let me know. Follow us on Twitter. Let us know what you're thinking on Twitter.
Get some dialect
the new discussion area on YouTube. I'm using it, dogs. Go ahead and comment there. Let's talk about.
Girl, you know what? I just want to say for all the nerdism girls and all the girls that's into gaming, that's what Random Girl's here for. That's what Random Girl is here for. Let me know too.
Yes.
Yes, gamer girls, gamer nerds, if you like to play games, let Random Girl know. I will answer. I shall answer.
Let's talk visual effects.
Goosebumps.
Goosebumps on my arm.
Do you guys remember those books back in the day you used to read in SSR and
R.L. Stein?
Yes, R.L. Stein, Goosebumps. Very fond memories of people who are old enough to remember what a book looks like. So, yeah. If you guys haven't known, I feel like no one's really talking about it. There's going to be a Goosebumps movie that's coming out Halloween. Right. They already have a trailer out, and the trailer looks freaking awesome.
Yeah, it does.
It's basically, okay, so the premise behind the trailer, and you guys can see it here, but I just want to kind of talk about what they talk about in the trailer.
Right. Get the audio with the visual.
So it looks like that Jack Black is playing R.L. Stein in this movie, and he has all of his books locked up. Because apparently, if you open the books, the monsters that he created come to life. Yeah, almost like Jumanji. So it's kind of like these kids are older and we used to read those books. We know what kind of monsters are. We know their weaknesses. So it's a very interesting take on it.
Definitely.
At first, I thought it was going to be like like the TV show back in the 90s. It's going to be like, it's a Goosebumps TV show, but it's actually a movie about the author and about the books and about the creatures coming to life in the book. So it's a very intelligent take on it. And it looks really good.
Looks fun.
It looks funny. And there's a lot of, you can tell there's a lot, there's some comedians in it. You guys can see from the trailer. Jack Black looks like he's the lead. Yeah. But it looks really awesome. And I can't, it's funny because you showed me it, you were like, Goosebumps. I was like, okay, we're going to talk about Goosebumps on the show. But then I saw the trailer, I'm like, wow.
I was like, he's going to be amazing.
This is pretty good.
Yeah, totally.
And then the visual effects look awesome. Of course, this is the visual effects section. How could we not talk about the visual effects?
Exactly.
The Yeti? Oh my gosh.
That's what I'm saying, the Yeti.
The fur, and then the lighting, and then the face, and the textures. It looked...
The movement,
everything. It looked awesome. I mean, even the gnomes, they looked like the little plastic...
They look like the actual toys.
They look like the toys. I mean...
Exactly.
And we all know, that's 3D modeling, lighting, green screen. It looked amazing. Everything they did looked awesome. And this was only the trailer. I think they have a story up on Art of VFX. Are talking about it more. And they're actually showing the trailer as well. This looks amazing. I believe this is, people are going to call me crazy, but I think this is going to be a huge step forward and a huge technological leap for the industry because it's not... you're actually using visual effects for something that's not typically used for. I think it's been oversaturated with action movies, very oversaturated with the superhero stuff, so you don't really get to see people kind of cut loose with using that medium anymore.
The way it needs to be.
Exactly. It's like back in the day you had so many things you could use it for. You can use it for horror, you can use it for action, you can use it for, I don't know.
Wasn't there one, I can't remember, they were saying there was this one movie where they animated a monkey that was just sitting still on a chair and it didn't even need to happen.
I don't even know about that.
But
it's just silly. But I feel like these days they only use visual effects for superhero movies, and there's so many. The horror movies are just stupid. They're just close-up cams and.
Let's focus on the good.
Yeah, so it looks awesome. I really can't wait to see it. It comes out Halloween. It gives us kind of something to do. We're gonna be out there, partaking in the festivities. But it's like Halloween. I feel like it's only a couple of hours a night.
Me and Combat are definitely gonna see that.
Right.
Should Mini Combat come?
So I don't know. Like I was saying before, though, Halloween is only a couple of hours, so it's good that you actually get to see something. You have something else to do. You know what I mean?
Right.
Like with Christmas, Christmas you only have a couple of hours in the morning. It's like, well, that's Christmas. Everything else is closed. Gotcha. Creed is coming out. So it's going to be awesome to see that. So I like these movies that come out during these holidays where everything else is closed and there's nothing really going on.
Exactly.
So I really can't wait to see Goosebumps. If you haven't checked out the trailer, we put a link below in the description so you can actually check it out with the sound and audio and everything.
And for me, it was a breath of fresh air because like Combat was saying, all we're getting is superhero movies. I love superhero movies, but I need a change of pace.
And I love superheroes. I love superhero movies. I can't get enough of it, but it's like, if I'm going out to a movie theater, that's not the only choice I want to have. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
And it's just, like I said, I can't get enough of superhero movies, but it would be nice to have a choice
it's just
going to a movie theater. But anyway, Awesome trailer. It looks great. The visual effects are looking top notch in this thing. I personally can't wait to see it. Have you seen the trailer? What do you think about Goosebumps?
Jack Black was awesome in there.
And let's talk about this thing.
Yeah.
It needs to be talked about. No one's talking about it. Let's talk about it.
Let's talk about it.
Thank you for watching the Kombat AllStar.
Thank you for watching.
Show.
Thank you for watching. Thank you for watching.
And we're gonna be taking a little hiatus. We're gonna come back and brainwash your face.
Brainwash your face.
We're gonna come back and brainwash your face with some really cool stuff. I don't want to spoil what's gonna happen on the next show.
Yeah, don't spoil it too much.
But oh my gosh. It's gonna be worth the wait. It's gonna be worth the wait. So come out and check out the Kombat AllStar show when we do it. Well, how long are we gonna make them wait? Like a month, 3 weeks?
About a month, yeah.
Yeah, so it's gonna when we do the show up every 2 weeks like clockwork.
Should we give them the precise date or should we just wait?
Why don't we give them a date? What the heck?
October 4th is when we're gonna hit you up super strong, showing everything before. You gonna be excited. Random girl, should I tell them too much or I don't know?
Don't tell them too much. Don't tell them too much,
Okay.
RG. All right, we're gonna get on there. In the meantime, tweet to us, like, subscribe, and share. I'm still gonna be there doing that time.
Conversate, congratulate. We still gonna be on there.
I'm gonna still be dishing out content.
Every
You know what I mean?
You know.
Like ones to a stripper.
gonna
We still
overlook
gonna
too
do it.
much.
We still gonna do it. I'm still going about doing the atomic cast, little snippets and everything.
And hit up Random Girl on Twitter at Unique Girl Nerd and on Facebook. I'm there. I want to talk to the gamer girls. Dudes don't just do it too. Girls do it too. So let's talk.
Exactly.
Let's talk about it.
So until next time, y'all. It was good that y'all came and
stay awesome.
kick
Stay
it
awesome.
with us.
Stay classy. Stay sexy.
Be cool, y'all.
All right.
Be cool.